All right, my hands down favorite app on a Chromebook is Clarisketch. Now it's really interesting because it's actually designed for the Chromebook, so it doesn't even work on a regular PC. So you might actually not be able to use it on your teacher PC. So feel free to watch this video to see what it looks like. But if you're trying to make it work on a teacher PC, go grab a Chromebook because it'll probably say not compatible here instead of add to Chrome if you've never used it before, or launch app if you've already got it loaded. So the place to start is your Google Chrome web store, and you can just click on the link in the doc, or you can search for Clarisketch. If you've never been to the Google Chrome web store, chrome.google.com/web store, or on your search, this is on a Chromebook, the web store is the shopping bag right there, just like the app store for your phone. I absolutely love it. You can find all sorts of stuff. When you've never added an app, it'll say add to Chrome. When you have added it, it's green. It says added. So it's obviously one that I have. And you can see there's all sorts of things. So I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to hit launch app. You don't have to go to the web store every time to launch an app. I can also go here and see it's the last one I launched, but it might also be in all apps. Might have to scroll through the bottom here, but mine was on my first page, and I can just click on Clarisketch right there. Now, Clarisketch is wonderful because it's all about explaining thinking and getting into the actual heads of students to see what they're thinking, because what it does is it records your mouse and it records your voice. So it's really wonderful because students can draw and explain what they're thinking. So I'm going to make a video of me making a video here. It will be a bit meta. I hit record, and this one just uses a white screen, so I can pick my color. I'm going to hit yellow. I'm going to draw sunshine. I'm going to talk about, well, I could start talking about the greenhouse effect. And I could explain the greenhouse effect while I draw a little diagram of the greenhouse effect. Oh, my earth is a problem. But look, I have a circle tool. So I can make that much better. I can also erase things, which works really well. There we go. Rub things out. Or maybe it's a delete. Let me learn as I go here. So what it does is it explains. So you can get students to start explaining a math problem. So you can have them actually sketch out the numbers. I'm using a touchpad. We do our best with it. But the plain white isn't actually the powerful piece. So I'm going to see this little back arrow. I really like it when you can upload a picture or take a picture of something. So I'm going to, look at that, it's looking at me. So I'm going to take a picture of, I'm going to pretend this is my math work. It's a nice Wild Rose notepad. So I can hold it up to my webcam and I can take a picture. Click. And now I can record over top of that. So now I can start using this as a labeling tool. So I can take a picture of a science experiment. I can take a picture of the cover of a book I just read. Notice that it flopped it around so it was going the right way. Yay for auto-recognizing. And I can start to label things or circle things and explain why I did different things. Take a picture of an art project. Explain your thinking in your art project and why you made certain choices. Take a picture of a science experiment and explain the processes in that science experiment. Take a picture of a math problem and get to show your work by talking about your work. Take a picture of something that you created, anything that you created, and explain your thinking. When you're done, you hit this little stop. No problem. Now, how do I hand it in to my teacher? I can watch it again and hit play. This is the share button. This little greater than, less than. You'll see that across a lot of things. Now this uploads to the cloud, so it needs to have a name. So I'm going to call it Sketch 1. I always pick unlisted, and I hit share. It takes a second to upload, but goes pretty quick. Now I can just copy the link to the clipboard. I can hand that in on my Google Classroom. I can hand that in 1,000 ways. It's just a link. The other thing I can do is I can hit email. And what it does is it automatically opens into an email, which is pretty neat. And I can email that straight to my teacher. That means 25 emails or 32 emails if all your students hand it in at once. But there's lots of ways to hand things in. So the copy to the clipboard just gets you this link. But so instead of the students sending you a bunch of videos, all you have to do is click on the link to watch it. Or that link could go into a Google slideshow or 1,000 things. But it pulls right into your Google, check it out. So right into your address book. There's the words. And they can just email that. So Clarisketch, really, really powerful tool for explaining thinking. Absolutely love it on Chromebooks.